Minister Gordhan announcing that Mpho Makwana is the new Eskom board chair.
The new members of the board are firstly Mr. Mpho Makwana. He's going to be the chairperson. The next member is Dr. Busisiwe Vilakazi, and I'll give you a brief CV of each of them in a moment. The third was Mr. Lwazi Kokwana. The fourth, Mr. Mteto Nyati. The fifth, Mr. Leslie Nkabela. He's an attorney. The next is Ms. Fatima Gani. She's a chartered accountant. Next, Ms. Ayanda Mafuleka. She's also a chartered accountant. Then somebody who's been associated with improving performance at Eskom, Dr. Sakani Mtombeni, and he is an engineer and used to be chair of the intensive users group in the economy. Then Ms. Claudel Fonek, she is a change management and people expert. Ms. Trifosa Romano, she is a chartered accountant and has played various parts in the business world, so it's well known. Mr. Becky and Charlie, who brings in an important dimension from the worker and trade union point of view to the board. And finally, Mr. Clive Leroux, who is a person that has had vast experience in managing Matimba when it was just constructed, has experience in managing Kuberg, and has retired recently. In addition, Dr. Rod Crompton, who's also well known in the energy world and currently is retired, but a honorary professor, if that's the right terminology, at Wits University. I've been informed by the management of Eskom that the prospects for load shedding as we sit today is level 4, and that should be declining as we approach the middle of next week. And part of the reason that we are at level 4 is firstly, planned outages are still sitting around 5,000. Unplanned outages also around 15,000, and those need to be rapidly reduced in order that more megawatts are available. And the expectation, is that many units will be returning over the next 72 hours to service, and if all goes well, there'll be more megawatts available on the system. Secondly, this kind of opportunity of putting in place level 4, although that upsets a lot of people understandably, is necessary in order firstly to replenish the diesel supplies at various OCGTs, but secondly to also ensure that dams, which play an important role in providing quite a few thousand megawatts, also full and replenished as well, so that when required, they can play their rightful role.
That's Minister Pravin Gordhan just a short while ago announcing the new board, or the appointment of the new Eskom board. Basically 12 newly appointed non-executive directors. Mpho Makwana is the chairperson. He's coming back to that Eskom board, having been there some years ago. Dr. Busisiwe Vilakazi, Mr. Lwazi Kokwana, Mr. Clive Leroux, Mr. Leslie Nkabela, Mr. Mteto Nyati, Ms. Fatima Gani, Ms. Ayanda Mafuleka, Dr. Tsakani Mtombeni, Dr. Claudel von Eck, Ms. Trifosa Romano, and Mr. Peggy Nchali, of course, from COSATU, and Dr. Rod Compton is going to be retained to be the 13th member. They'll be joined by the CEO, Andre De Ruyter, as the executive, and the CFO, Mr. Khalib Kasim. in case you've missed it, that's the new Eskom board.